Hello everyone, it's For the Love of Silver. I'm just gonna, today is July the 22nd, and silver has fallen. I'm loving it. And all kinds of stuff's been happening in the world the last couple of weeks. I guess I heard something about Joe Biden dropping out of the race. I hadn't had a lot of time to research it yet, but I'm gonna try to figure out everything about that. And he endorsed Kamala, sounds like, from what I've heard from my friends. And he'll go over a couple things that I picked up in the last few days. I got a new round, prospector round. I was tickled with that. Look at the definition on that. That's like my legendary warrior rounds. I love it when they have a bunch of definition on it like that. That's a really cool prospector round. It's got the old ghost town on the back of it, or old gold town, you should say, gold or silver town. And it probably is silver town. And prospector. And then down here, you can see I finally got my box full. My daughter got me this for Christmas, and it holds 20 ounces of silver. And there we go. I finally got her filled up. I picked up this bar and this APMEX bar, and this one has on the back of it so you can have an engraving on it. It's got an American flag. I really love it, and I always wanted one for a silver bar, so now we have it. And like I said, this prospector round. So I did a pickup of about close to 5 ounces, counting the dimes, a little over 4 ounces. But last week I picked up a Morgan and one of the legendary warriors, the Joan of Arc round. So all together last week I picked up a little over, probably 6-7 ounces altogether. But shout out to Starry Night, one of my favorite channel viewers. I got me some Constitutional. There we go. Got some dimes, got a bunch of barbers, which are usually worn more than the Kennedys, and I'm all right with that. You know, I got a good deal on them. I got them right at spot, and probably, honestly, a little less than spot. You know, probably not now, not that it's dropped down, but the other day when it was like 29 something, I believe I give a little less than, I think, right at $24-25 for an ounce. You know, and I didn't get quite an ounce, so I give a little less than that altogether. But I was tickled when I pick up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dimes, you know. And that's the way to do it, you know. That's just like this little box right here. You know, I didn't have it half full when my daughter got it for me for Christmas. And then, you know, it gives you some incentive to buy some more of those. So now I got 20 ounces of 1 ounce bars. I got a 1 ounce prospector round, and right at an ounce of dimes here that I picked up, and not even counting the Morgan and the other silver round that I got last week. So, I mean, and that's it for a while probably. You know, that was my, I mean, unless silver drops way down. Hey, don't think I don't have, you know, $100 or $200 stuck back just in case. If silver was to plummet and go down, if I had to sell something, you know, I'd probably, if silver dropped down to $23-24 an ounce, I ain't gonna say I'm above selling something to pick up a few ounces at that price, because you just can't beat it, you know. I think anything below $31-32 an ounce, if you can get it, I'd say snag it, you know, because with premiums and all the premiums are dropping out too. So you can find deals out there, you know, Monument Metals, Hero Bullion, SD Bullion. There's deals to be found. Pay yourselves first, you know, to quote Andy Shepman, you know, the owner of Miles Franklin. Really, really smart man. I love listening to him. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in that, you know. Pay yourself first, no matter what. It's an easy way to save money. If you got money and you save it and stick it in a jar, and when you get hard up, you go in that jar and get that money out and use it. That's what makes it hard, you know. When I was young, that's what made it hard for me to save money until I started figuring out, well, I can buy silver and put it. You can still get rid of silver, but it's few and far between. And me living in the country in a small rural town in Tennessee, I have to usually travel a piece to do stuff like that. So, but anyway, silver with Kitco today, when I checked it a few minutes ago, was $29.07. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Silver market could take off. Silver market could fall. It's a coin toss at this point, you know, but the manipulators are hard at work. Believe that, you know, because silver, in my honest opinion of it, should be, well, at least $50. Everything else is hitting it. Gold's hitting its all-time highs. Why and silver went to $55, $60, $70 an ounce? It very well should, you know, but the manipulators, there's so much paper out there. Every time that silver starts to take off, you know, they just flood the market with paper silver, you know, not real silver. And they got these people, these lemons out there that will buy the stuff in paper and say, well, I own it, you know, I've got a piece of paper that says I own it, you know. And I'd say get it in my hand if I was you. You know, if it's in your hand, it's yours, you know. And mine, I mean, I don't keep, you know, very little here at my home. I've got other places that, you know, I've took it and tried to hide it and this and that. And because it's, you know, you got to have a real secure place if you've got quite a bit of silver to keep. I don't advise keeping, even in a bug out situation. Let's say you got 500 ounces of silver, you know. You are to grab a hold of 500 ounces of silver one time and try to walk with it and see how easy that's going to be, you know, to actually move that silver around, because it is not. But so I like to keep a manageable amount around, you know, in case I needed it. But then I've got a fallback stash at a different place, you know, that I'll be able to go to and get it if I really, really needed it for something. But like, don't have all your eggs in one basket is what I guess I'm trying to say there. But shout out to Starry Night. We got some, you know, I know Starry's a big dime person, so I scored some dimes. A great thing to have, you know. One of the most it's hard pressed to find anything with more barterability than a silver dime. You know, they still, a couple of those dimes still have $4 or $5 in street value. So the same 20 cents it used to buy a dime in the 60s in a gas war, you know, 20 cents for a gallon of gas, you can still sell 2 silver dimes and still buy a gallon of gas nowadays. And so that shows you that the silver retained its value. But I ain't gonna be too windy today. Love and blessings to everyone, and bless you all, and love your neighbors. Take care of your neighbors. Know your neighbors. Work with, you know, we're gonna have to all rely on each other one of these days, because it takes all us standing together to make this right here work. The Constitution, you know, which is the most important document. Native Americans had a lot to do with this, because when the founding fathers, I've always heard stories that they went to the Native Americans, and because they really had they didn't know what true freedom was, you know, so they got the best examples they could, which was Native people, you know, which really had true freedom, you know, or as much as there was in the world. And they helped a lot with writing this document, and I'm very, very in love with the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States. That's what we're going to have to fall back on. But anyway, like I say, love and blessings, everyone. Happy have a great week. Let me know what you think silver prices are going to do this week. Oh yeah, and I meant to write their name down. I had a comment a couple videos ago about people buying foreign coins, 999, 49's fine, and all that. Hey, I'm game. I love that idea. You know, it sounded like a great idea. You know, that's what it's all about. All of us working together as a community and coming out with different ideas. Yeah, I have collected Silver Eagles, but I did it as cheap as I could, and I didn't give arm and a leg for my Silver Eagles. I waited till the premiums went away on them. They was $55-$60 a piece a few years ago, and I waited till the premiums dropped out on it, and then I finished putting my collection together, so it wasn't terrible hard, and it didn't cost so much. And I've got real nice coins, you know, from 86 all the way to 2024. I've even got some 70s. I got a few 69s that I promised myself I wouldn't do anymore, but I'll probably end up breaking that promise one of these days. If I find one cheap enough, I'll snag it. You know, sometimes you can find a 69 for around $35-$36, and why not? You know, it's at least graded a 69, and somebody had to send that sucker off and have them graded, and, you know, probably grading one of them probably $20, you know, and I'd say the more you have graded, the less they are. But anyway, like, I'm getting all windy, so I just wanted to say hello, everyone, and we'll see you again in a couple days. It's for the love of silver. Keep stacking, everybody.